Hello everyone, welcome back to more Dark Souls, and today we continue off in the Catacombs. We arrived at this section here basically, with all these heads, and I got that one to explode. Whoa! Taking care of more of these dudes. Again, a reminder to people that using a divine weapon here is probably the best option to deal with these guys, because otherwise they just keep getting back up. And so this is in, as you can see, we can't cross the bridge. Is all. There are all spikes everywhere, and I don't really have that many Estus flasks left, so we've got all these statues here, and they kind of make me wary. You know, they're oddly positioned. Yep, they actually have it's actually a trap which shoots out spikes and can kill you. There's another head down the path who's in the way. Looks like I'm gonna have to. Whoa! And he turns away. It looks like I'm gonna have to absorb his hit, I guess, if I can. Let's see. Are you gonna come? Whoa. Okay, not so bad. So I guess my shield can absorb his attack. I'll take care of these guys off screen. Yep. So I won't show every fight against these skeleton guys because, well, it's the normal fights really. And so long as you use a divine weapon, you should be fine basically. And one thing I want to point out here is if they're in this stance, that means they are likely to parry your attack if you attack them, so be wary of that. Their parries can be, well, it will hurt. So around here we have some sort of lever again that we can push, like we did near the first bonfire. And you can see in the background that it sort of did something to the bridge, it sort of turned it around. So hopefully we can cross the bridge now. One thing I wanted to sort of mention here in this video was that I was considering making another channel just to separate my videos, those which sort of single player games like Dark Souls, and sort of the multiplayer games, online games, so like FIFA and Uncharted 3 online that I do. I was thinking it might be better to separate the two, because I think the audience for either would be different. I know with Dark Souls it gets a bit weird because, well, there's online in the game anyway, and there's also invasions and co-op, which are kind of online, and if I solely do PvP, where do I draw the line, sort of thing. And then, well, that's really further down the line, really, not something to think about this particular moment in time. Not really that big a deal. It would be more the exception rather than the rule. Just the thing that I wanted to say was that I know some people who would subscribe because of the single player games like Dark Souls that I'm doing, and perhaps I'll do more in the future as well. And I know some people are subscribing for the online multiplayer games, and I know that I sort of have different games here and there. So if I don't want to sort of create videos that I know on a channel that people aren't interested in, but are subscribed because of other types of videos. So I'm thinking about that. I'm not 100% sure if I'll do it. I'd love to hear feedback from you guys if you prefer to separate sort of online and single player. With like 2 channels basically. So one channel I'll focus on online games, and the other channel I'll focus on single player games. Of course, games that have both would mean I'll be separating them both. So like Uncharted, if I did play the Uncharted single player, I'd put that in the single player channel, and if I did play multiplayer, I'd put that in the multiplayer channel. It's an idea. It's nothing I'm wholly fixed on yet. And as you can see here, there's traps everywhere here. I tried to use Chameleon to see if it will work, but it doesn't really work. Got a crystal lizard here, but he vanishes before I could do anything. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, it's just to make things easier, because I've been thinking of uploading some, either FIFA videos as well, but then I'm thinking that the people who are wanting to watch the Dark Souls videos, if that appears in their channel, they might, just ignore it or get irritated by it or something like that. I know it's not that big a deal, but it also make things probably look better as well. And that way I can divide playlists up better as well. The online playlist would be for the online games only, sort of thing. But like I was saying, if the game has 2 sections like a single player and a multiplayer, that's distinctive from each other, like Uncharted. I may have to split the game up, but I don't think that's such a bad thing. I'm sure the people who want the single player will want the single player, and if they want multiplayer as well, it will be there. It's just on a different channel, really. Anyway, here you can see that somehow I ended up all the way back where I began this video. So I don't know, I was falling through traps here and there and ended up back here. So this place is a bit weird like that, but at least I didn't die or anything. So let's not go back in this area. I was gonna write a message about there being a fall ahead or something, but I don't end up doing that, so I skip around. And here I was pausing a bit, but I didn't really do much. Just needed to take a bit of a break. I haven't reached the bonfire yet. Let's see what's down here. So yeah, just leave a comment below if you care enough really to see if you prefer me separating my online content from multiplayer content from single player. Because after I finish Dark Souls, I intend to do more single player games. Sort of, well, to keep the channel up and running basically. To keep myself busy too. So that way at least people who want the single player will have access to the single player games, and those who want multiplayer will have access to multiplayer as well. I think it will be good. So just leave a feedback if you care enough to share your opinions. I'd like to know what people think. So that's the end of that. I won't touch on that anymore here in this episode. I'm still running around, not knowing where to go in the catacombs, just following the path ahead. The area is still pretty dark. This looks like a trap. So that's, yeah, it's just a normal soul, so an okay item, I guess. So let's see what else is here. The only reason I'm being a bit cautious here is because I only have 1 Estus flask left. So I kinda hope I reach bonfire soon. I can see plenty of skeletons on the floor as well, so I'm gonna be trying to do this one by one. Hopefully I don't wake up all of them. and I used the homing soul arrow homing soul mass, just because if I waked up more than one of them, it would get rid of one of them briefly, because they'd come back, but it would get rid of one briefly. So this guy's gonna come back, but it's only one guy, so I'll take care of him off screen. And we venture further in this area. Yeah, this looks stupid, but I can't really tell how many bones are scattered, how many skeletons there are. So that was another guy I skipped. Nothing wholly important or special. Looks like there's a door here. Is it? Can we hit it? Nope. There's an archway here. Is there anything in here? Looks like probably more skeletons. There's an item. Okay, looks like there are a lot more skeletons in here as well. So I took care of that guy that got up off screen again. And I was debating you whether to actually kill all these guys, because it looks like there's at least 2 more skeletons in here. And an item. Well, I decided against it because, well, I don't really have a lot of life. Almost half is gone. And that guy fell down. Is he gonna come back up? Doesn't look like it. Alright. I didn't get any souls though, so he didn't die. And another guy here. I don't really want to fight on the stairs. I'd prefer not to. And he falls down as well. Fine by me. So let's see what else is up here. And again, just in case, we use our homing soul mass. Whoa! And so there's a necromancer here, which will help greatly. Let's try to get. Oh, that missed. No, and it missed again. So we'll have to do this a bit more manually. Come on. Alright. So we got rid of another necromancer. That's always good. And we have another lever here. And there's an item up there, but I can't get up there, I can't jump up there. Must be another way up there then. And this stairway here, actually, I'll try to look what's at the end of the path, but it sort of breaks. The stairs sort of break away, there's nothing at the end there. And actually, if you fall down here, you'll reach a blacksmith. As you can see, there's an item down there, so you could survive. I didn't know if I could survive the fall, so I didn't fall down. I was a bit confused about where to go and all. But actually, if you do fall down, there's a blacksmith down there, and it's probably a bit of a shortcut out of this area to the boss of this area, really. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to go down that way. And here I am, consumed the Estus flask. Probably a bit prematurely, but it was just in case, really. I still have my divine blessing, so I equipped that to the quick menu. I can really consider falling down here, but I decided to go back up and see if there's anything extra that I missed out on. And this door has opened actually, so that's good to know. So there's another pathway to take. I didn't have to fall down. Dashing through that doesn't really sound all that good. That bridge is on its side with all the thorns sticking out. So let's see where this goes. So it just leads to where the bridge was. Basically, with all the thorns, there's a fog gate at the end of the bridge. Secret ahead. Okay, not really a secret, really. Let's see what's back here. Okay, so there's a bonfire somewhere here. Maybe up these ladders. Oh, there's a lever here. This will probably move the bridge. Yep. So the bonfire isn't up here. Kind of funny how you can slide down when there isn't really a... doesn't look like you can. So there's this spike statue here, which is a bit weird because it's in between. It's at the edge of a wall. I tried to hit it, and I thought I did hit it, and so when the wall didn't vanish, I assumed it wasn't a fake wall. So maybe the bonfire is up here, was what I thought. As you can see, there's more of a pathway, so I don't think there's a boss fight after this fog wall or fog gate. I was preparing to use, always when in doubt, use homing soul mass just in case. But I return just one more time to check if there really isn't a bonfire up here. Again, the where the statue is located kind of makes it a bit weird, but without that message, you know, I wouldn't have known to look, which is a bit harsh, really. And indeed, there's a fake wall here, so hopefully there's a bonfire up ahead. And again, it's pretty weird if you didn't know, if you didn't think to look, you might not have found this pathway. And we have a bonfire, yay! And so this is the end of this video here, as we reach the second bonfire of the Catacombs. Join me next time as we venture further. See ya!